Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. For tonight's race, we have wow, English is hard. In the Rumble stage of the Survivors of Hyrule 2024 tournament, we have GFE versus KillerApp23, and a good old race of All Dungeons Enemizer. Joined on comms tonight by Drossi and by Toffel. How are you two doing?
I'm good. Excited to be back on comms for the tournament this year. Excited that the tournament's happening for a second year.
Yeah, obviously we're a little bit different this year. Last year we just had kind of like a knockout bracket stage. This year they opened up calls to everybody, and we're just kind of doing like 100-person rumble where everybody's going to beat up each other until we have about 8 teams left.
Yeah, so to make things even, since they're teams of 4, there's one division with 7 teams, and the other 3 divisions have 6. So this is Division 3, and that has 6 teams as we get underway here. KillerApp is on Team Lark, and GFE is on Team True Southern Charm.
Yeah. I don't think you're necessarily guaranteed like the other 3 members of the teams are going to be facing off each other in this stage, but...
No, I think it's specifically mixed up that their teammates will be facing different teams.
Yeah, so it's unlikely that we're going to see a full team get eliminated this week, but there could be a chance. But anyway, you know, everybody loves Enemizer, right? You know, GFE loves Enemizer. Oh, that's a Stalfo spawn over there near the Lumberjack.
And Lumberjack is vanilla, so we won't need to worry about that. But since this is all dungeons, we will need to beat Aga at some point.
Yeah. Unless we're going for Dark World access, that's probably just going to get penciled in as the very last thing they do before...
Speaking of which, hello, Lamp.
Hello. Really, really nice to have an Enemizer, because you can't muscle memory your way through the dark rooms anymore. Not without probably dying to a crystal roller or something. Yeah, yes. We have 7 crystals to open GT, and all dungeons to be able to actually begin. And GFE grabbed the fish. One of the few joys of Enemizer, getting the fish right next to Kakariko.
Doesn't seem to quite want to get to the bottle ender. There we go.
Yeah.
That's a nice little variety pack.
Full magic, $20 and 8 bombs. You're really not going to hate that.
Meanwhile, Uncle has the Moon Pearl. That's kind of important.
Yeah. That's our first glove.
And a mushroom.
And KillerApp takes a death to Lionel before making it to the comp for the chest and next to Uncle.
Ooh.
That's
for his sake, it's not anything important.
Yeah. Looks like he's heading for, he's gonna go, maybe Houlihan here?
Yeah. Yeah, he has, like, no money. Oh, there's Cane of Burna again, like, on Enemizer with this little health. Burna's a nice safety. That could help GFE get through Uncle Tunnel, for instance. As we find the flute in Cackwell, along with the shield.
This is a really, really nice start. Especially, we're running AD, but we're not running like any sort of like keys or key sanity. We are running Chaos Boss Shuffle, which means we could theoretically get like 10 or 11 Trinexes, but I don't think the seat's gonna do that to us.
I think at most 9.
Simmelstein?
because it can't be in Skullwoods or on either Moldorm platform.
True.
KillerApp using his Houlihan money to buy bombs. Little does he know he could have just taken a fish to the bottle vendor.
Yeah. What the game? The seed has destroyed one of the most treasured things of Enemizer. Rolling nothing but vanilla chickens. Usually that room is incredibly fucked up in Enemizer. There's at least a bread garter and two there. Oh god! What killed
Oh no!
Okay, I think KillerApp's just gonna head for Kakariko now.
Yeah, and then he'll find a cane of Burna and not feel great about all the stuff he tried without an invincibility item on 3 hearts.
We did not see what was on library, but it looked like arrows, maybe like arrows.
But the flute's great for getting around the world, too. Oh, there's a bow. Yeah, we probably want that.
Yeah.
So mushroom turning will be really easy. And when you find a Sphere 1 mushroom, you kind of want to check it pretty early if you have the flute to easily do it.
Yeah, 300 rupees is really nice. Like, I think we did have like a 300 rupee in Kek, which also would be nice. Because of... We have a sword, but if we can have like some extra arrows for the bow, that'd also be really nice. Because that's going to deal with Master Sword damage, and if we get silvers, we're basically one-shotting everything.
And GFE's gonna check a desert area.
Yeah.
Just some bombs on the ledge.
I mean, he's got the flute. He can pretty much route this however the heck he wants it now.
Right. I guess he just figures this is so out of the way. I can flute there. Might as well just get it out of the way now.
Yeah.
It is Sphere 1.
You can check the. You can peek the ledge item. So this is like 2 item checks. And I see GFE has gone to the School of Gamma a little bit.
He has a 2 cane lead now on KillerApp.
Yeah. If we were playing bingo, that would actually be a square. Oh god. You know, oh.
What?
He can fake powder if he has a hammer. So
Oh,
he
and
makes
this
a save and quit.
Right. Because you're going to save and quit out of Vegeta anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, now that he has Samaria, might as well save the mushroom for fake powdering.
Yeah. Probably gonna go check the back of the skate now. Grab the 3 items down there. Can reverse the Dark Cross, maybe.
Yeah.
How do you...
At some point he's going to need to go to Uncle for the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, but at least like he'll force himself over there when he has to inevitably think I have to go beat Agate Tower to get my Moon Pearl.
Speaking of Agate Tower, we now have that in Logic on GFE's side.
Yeah.
So I mean, you were saying at the beginning we might need it for Dark World access. It is entirely possible now that the hammer and the other glove are in the Dark World.
Yeah, but we still have, like, we haven't seen Mini Moldorm Cave, we haven't seen Ice Rock
Right.
Cave,
Oh, I don't think...
Yeah.
That would be like the Galaxy Brain move to Rush Aga 1 right now. I don't see too many runners doing that.
I mean, he went to Agina and immediately pulled Samari, but yeah. And we're having a question in chat. How do you not veto Enemizer against GFE? I'm not entirely sure how they went to go do mode picks in the Rebel stage.
Right, each side got 1 veto out of the total 9 modes, I think.
Yeah, so they might have... Oh, no, there's your hammer. Never mind.
Okay. Aga confirmed not required, other than at the very end to complete the All Dungeons goal. Yeah. But this is one of those cases where you will definitely put it off until the very end.
Yeah. I kind of imagine DV's going to last location and win Pearl because he's going to go beat Eastern Palace before.
Oh, chat's saying each runner got 2 vetoes? Interesting.
Oh.
There's our first bottle in Mini Moldworm Cave.
Yeah, look great.
Shovel.
Kalen's KillerApp is just kind of falling behind GFE at this point. He has the Moon Pearl, but like GFE's going to find the Moon Pearl before he gets forced into Agate Tower, unfortunately. It may take him a while to find it, but he still has to do all dungeons anyway, so it's not like going to go do Eastern's going to be that big of a deal.
Not going to try fake flippering, which is probably good. You don't know what enemies are there. You get hit in a fake flipper. You could, depending where it happens, you could wind up, you know, soft locked for a minute and a half before you can finally save and quit.
Yeah. You might do it if you had boots and you could opt to, you know, dash. But sometimes some of those enemies are just annoying. Where's GFE going? He's gonna go check Sick Kid.
Sick Kid, yeah. Open heart surgery.
KillerApp's like, where the heck is all this stuff before I just died twice in the overworld? A fairy in a bottle and a meal upgrade.
GFE with 5 hearts and an invincibility item should be better off in the eastern area than KillerApp was. Looks like he is going to rush Eastern Palace. Do you know if we're doing logical animizer or traditional animizer for this?
Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we have a bow, so
right.
We can theoretically the bow locks stuff in the back's already in logic anyway.
Right. If it's traditional animizer, then we know that Eastern is full clearable.
Yeah. Like right
if
now,
it's logical animizer. Who knows?
Yeah. Though I'd say we have both a bow and a. We have both a bow and a lamp, so like realistically, unless we see Trinex or Argus, you know, we can kill whatever's going to be sitting in the back here.
Or Cold Stare.
Or Cold Stare, yeah. Cold Stare too. KillerApp's going to be the first one to the Dark World, though. So this will be interesting. Maybe he's going to be able to find some stuff that'll kind of help him out a little bit here. It's going to be missing Samaria for a while, and I think the one problem with Samaria, where Samaria is right for him, is he took so many deaths on the overworld that he's going to want to save time. And Agina's cave is literally like the first place you junk in order to try to get some time back.
I guess the question is, when it comes time for him to start thinking about the Mire area, will he have the mirror? Because if he has the mirror, then you just route in Agina as part of that. But if the mirror is late, then yeah, that could be a problem for him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, realistically, he won't need Samaria until he makes the play for the Midslock dungeons, Mire, Ice Palace, or TR. We are playing this with compasses that will show bosses, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that whenever they pop up. But I don't think we've seen it so far in Eastern yet.
Okay. We haven't found anything of note in either Eastern or Skullwoods yet, have we?
No. But... It's Viddy.
Okay, that was an incredibly quick check. I don't know how you were able to tell that.
I saw eyes, and it wasn't it wasn't a jellyfish. So Viddy's gonna go die. Gonna be a little bit of a tricky Viddy fight right now. It's not the worst, but we're gonna have to do some spins to get rid of some of the jellyfish, some of the smaller eyes. Because we don't quite have enough arrows just to go full arrows.
Yeah. Slashes, spins. I mean, he could arm... Well, now that it's fast ROM, arming Berna and slashing away might not be the worst thing.
Well, I mean, ooh, there's a nice rod.
I don't think GFE's gonna miss that.
No. Let's see else. Ooh, this is...
That's a lot of mini Helmas.
This is not a fun room.
But GFE gets through there. See, he has Berna armed. You can't do spins with Berna armed, but you can certainly slash away. And hey, there's no goo, so you can go right up to the eyeballs. Which is nice.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Just don't get hit by the lightning like that.
Yeah, here we go. Yep, and then I'll take 8 more shots at the main eye.
It's our first dungeon done in a little over 15 minutes.
Some arrows back.
Or pendant.
Yeah. Skullwoods was a crystal, so Steve's down right now, so... we gotta get them all done anyway, so...
Right, which is why the runners haven't really done map checks.
I love this Steve's town, by the way. Look at this.
That's a lot of vultures. Who let them
and a
indoors?
0.
Now we'll see what KillerApp missed out on in Saha's hut.
Yeah.
Because that crystal roller kind of did him in while he was trying to enter.
Actual powder.
Yeah. Guess we didn't need to preserve the mushroom.
Yeah, GFE's not even going to bother checking. You'll find out what the green pendant is as it comes.
And we do have the hammer, so we can check it.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a really nice compass in Thieves Town. It is Trinex.
Okay.
I mean,
that was a longer check, but I was looking at GFE, so I still missed it.
Kind of surprised. I guess this is always like the Thieves Town in Boss Shuffle dilemma, because you can always just like walk right up and not have to go through the back. So I guess KillerApp is going to try to see if he can make.
Ooh, Magic Bat's important today.
Yeah, it is. We'll see what GFE is going to do. Maybe this is going to be a play to the mount. Yeah. Yeah, he's literally trying to do Hyrule Castle last, because he's...
Yeah. This is definitely not an old man rescue you want to do without a lamp.
So the thing with the old man rescue is, like, unless it's like fire bars, it's usually too bad, because technically a lot of the bats are actually inside the walls. So when the enemy,
I guess you can see all those anti-fairies, but
they're trapped in the walls. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's usually up here on the mountain. That's 2 dead rocks on the bottom of the mountain anyway.
Because mostly it was just being able to dodge that hard hat beetle.
Stumpy just had a piece of heart, so time to go take a look at Ice Cave, and then I guess maybe Pyramid Catfish Pod? Top of Spec Rock's nothing.
Yeah, a lot of vanilla pieces of heart today. Spec Rock, Bumper Ledge, inside Spec Rock, Lumberjack.
Yeah. Alright, so I think this is going to be GFE last location. Well, he's not going to last location as Moon Pearl, essentially.
Yeah, what's interesting is Spike Cave is in logic, but GFE doesn't know that because he doesn't have the Moon Pearl, which he's about to get.
Yeah. At least like Spike Cave is like, if you're going to go up the mountain, like it's kind of the easiest check to get back to in the end. Almost a nearly vanilla Hype Cave, except for the fact that we got some flippers at the end of it.
Yeah, that's a nice little find. We certainly have Zora money here.
Yeah, see what GFE is going to do with the castle here afterwards, because he's not going to go beat Aggo, but he could still go take a look and see what's going on in the actual.
And just a big 20 in Uncle Chest that KillerApp missed out on, so no loss there.
Yeah. And, hey, you got a fairy on the bottom, might as well use it now.
Yeah, we don't have the mirror, so I can see kind of wanting to get that out of the way if we want a Death Warp later.
Yeah. Now, I don't think we saw the map in the first 4 checks of...
Nor did we see the small key.
Yeah, so, like, this should be a pretty easy way to check. This... I'm surprised he's not going straight for the cells, given that there's 2 dead checks in Castle. And you have to know that this is a 50-50 of being a small key. But... 556 rupees for KillerApp. Decent money to head over to the pod, but it looks like it's going to be catfish. GFE. Not good. So P-Train, KillerApp actually did check Castle. He got the Moon Pearl from there originally, but he got killed by the Lionel trying to go for the chest inside of Uncle. So it's not like he didn't try to go check Castle. It's he took an unfortunate death.
Well, we don't know whether he would have gone into the castle after Uncle.
True. He had a sword though, and he was looking for bombs. So I'd have to imagine it's pretty possible. But he did 1 check in Castle that doesn't count.
If he's skipping that key, though, he'll then need to remember to get the key from the other guard. And what does Catfish have? Junk.
What's our progression going to be here? We have mids, but that doesn't... That's Myra region access, I guess.
We have the bug net.
We do have the fillet. GFE really going to the Gamble Skull finding the good items. Flippers is 3 checks right now. We don't have a mirror to get into Swamp, and we don't have a fire source to get into Ice.
I should have known Gamma was lurking in chat ready to celebrate the finding of the fillet.
Everybody yeah.
Okay, nothing on Zelda Cell, nothing on Hobo.
Yeah. The Green Guard gone, but replaced by something that deals 2 hearts of damage.
So what's GFE Death Warping for? Is he just gonna do Aga now? That's
why are you...
an
okay.
interesting play.
I mean...
I guess when you find the mirror, you can then save and quit to Pyramid, but it does change the overworld enemies. It does not necessarily make the overworld enemies harder, but it changes them.
Yeah. I mean, there's no... He hasn't... I guess he didn't look at Lumberjack, so he doesn't know what the item is there. Because, like, if you knew what the item is in Lumberjack, you know you could just, like, not do this forever. And then just come in later and drop in and do it then. But...
Okay,
or maybe...
Hey, remember how we were talking about Cold Stare earlier? Zora Ledge has our Bombos, so a Cold Stare is now beatable.
Or maybe it's just he wanted to listen to Booster Tower.
I mean, it's a good track.
It is a good track.
And Zora giving us a 4% rebate today.
Almost would be nice. Right about now, though. In Aga Tower. Not the most efficient way to always kill enemies, but sometimes whenever you kind of get the really beefy ones in there. And you just have Master Sword.
Looks like he is not picking his shield back up. Don't worry, fighter shield's somewhere. Shield is somewhere.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, you're not escaping the seed without getting a second shield GFE. I'm sure of that.
I am kind of curious to see what the Light World Overworld enemies look like once GFE beats Aga. Oh, also, we should guess how many blue balls. You think it's going to be a generous Aga today or a mean Aga?
Look, I know Chad is wanting a bunch, probably, except for maybe P-Train. I would prefer as few as possible.
I'm going to go for 2.
Yeah, maybe like 3 or 4. Yeah, I mean, GFE is going to end up getting a pretty good route out of this, just because he's going to be able to go to Pyramid, maybe do Catfish, and then pop over to Pod, or go pop over to Pod. Like, he doesn't have a mirror, so we're not going to have a fixed reset into Pyramid just yet. But this will all turn out when it becomes really, really, really important, or much easier to go to the Pyramid Fairy tournament, because the Aga port is active.
Oh, there's 3 blue balls already. And 3 is what we're gonna get.
And so that's our 3rd crystal over at Pod.
Yeah, again, neither runner has checked the map. We don't know where the other 2 pendants are.
Yeah. I mean, GFE wanted to Saw, so I just didn't even talk to Saw. Like, even knowing the other 2 pendants, like, just wanting to know where the green pendant is.
Yeah, and KillerApp went into the bomb vendor to buy bombs, and didn't ask about 5-6 crystal.
Oh god, the expensive bombs.
Yeah. They're artisan bombs, twice the price. Hey,
look, see, yeah, there's a fire shield at GFE.
There's the fire shield. GFE is not going to be shieldless for long.
Yeah, now, I'm not entirely sure what KillerApp's position on shields is. I know what one of his teammates is. The L, KillerApp is the K in Team Lark. Do you know who the L is?
Llama Bean. We know her position on shields.
Yes. Yes. Also, I think they're
A is Ahab and R was
Rosalind is, yeah.
I'm aware of Roz, less familiar with them than with the other 3.
Yeah. We should, I guess, also shout out that Team True Southern Charm on GFE's side, which honestly makes perfect sense. Oh, hey, there's the mirror.
Yes,
of course it's in Pod.
Moogle Charm doesn't quite fit it. Well, oh right, he's the charm part. The other 3 are all Southern. Julo Ninja is extremely Southern.
I mean, say maybe he's not really southern at all. Maybe he's northern because he's. But yeah, obviously GFE, P-Train, Fuel Ninja, and Google Farm. I mean, Hyrule could be the true part. GFE and P-Train definitely have the southern part covered in spades.
I mean, there aren't too many inhabited places farther south than Australia. There's like New Zealand and southern South America, but Australia's pretty far south.
True. We're making our way through pottery now. Sprite has... Oh yes, I forgot. It becomes a Pepsi, then it'll become a Coke later on.
It starts out as a Sprite or something.
Yeah, no, it's a Sprite.
Yes, literally a Sprite. Oh no! KillerApp gets wall mastered in the dark maze.
Oh no. So we are being asked in chat by one of our participants who probably has ended up with 80 Atomizer. Gilgamesh, who was also doing restream earlier today and doing comms on that. We are playing Chaos Boss Shuffle, so anything will go with bosses. Other than, you know, Sun Trinex can't appear everywhere. We've only seen one Trinex so far, and he's in the back of Thieves Town.
So with that mirror and pod, as we mentioned, GFE will be able to save and quit to Pyramid, for better and for worse, most likely.
Generally worse, for the most part, but... we do have a compass, and we have a cold stare. That's actually really nice for KillerApp. GFE has not gone to the door area. He does not have a fire rod, so he cannot actually be cold stare.
Oh, right, yeah, he'll need to go to Hype Cave to get the flippers at some point. Though I just realized that makes for a... No, we don't have the hook shot. I was going to say, is that a Swamp Care package? But no sign of the hook shot yet.
Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure GFE is going to be taking a look at Desert Palace before even going over to Vo and doing Hype Cave. But... I mean... But this does mean that KillerApp will be able to snag some Mario whenever he goes over and checks my region and does checkerboard cave Meyer shed at the very least.
GFE spent a moment thinking about whether he wanted to mirror or just continue, decided to continue.
Yeah. That's the strat that I like to do sometimes. Let's just check the bomb at the coastal switch.
Wow, that's a lot of red guards in this room. Good thing we have that bombos.
It was a lot of red guards. Nice thing GFE's
spend his money on.
I don't think. I think there was just some money in the Vo region that he hasn't gotten yet.
No, I thought there was 300 in CAC.
He spent 100...
Thank you, chat. He went to the potion shop and bought 2 blues.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't blame him for that. That's
No, it was a good play. It's just not something you often see a runner do. So I was just trying to think, where did all that money go?
Yeah.
So that is Killer App's first dungeon clear.
Yeah, and then GFE's going to get the bad news that it's called Stare.
Yeah. Mirror was really the only item we got out of Pod.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to have to come back here later, but at least right now it's just the boss, and he's kind of had a good route throughout the rest of the seed anyway.
Just to 4, he is getting the flippers shortly.
Yeah. That bonus is going to be interesting for him, because like, he can do this, he has a mirror, he has mitts, he can go south and do smithing.
Yeah, but he does have the mitts, so he can just go all the way around to village from here.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, here's our map check. Okay, looks like Skull Woods is a 5/6, TR is a green pendant, and I didn't catch if any of the other 5 were anything interesting.
No.
Nice swag chest turns there.
Yeah, he's got the mirror. He hasn't done any of the mirror locations yet, so like I have to imagine this is just going to be like routing west and then probably picking up the smith.
Yeah, makes sense. You do cave 45 and Stumpy here. Dig game, pick up the smith.
Yeah, you just kind of knock these locations out of the
Hammer pegs the slow way. Oh right, Killer App still doesn't have those mitts from Magic Bat.
Yeah.
Though, presumably he'll survive his trip to Saha's Closet this time after Eastern and get the powder, which might draw him over there.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the flute, he can kind of get back there pretty easily. Though I guess he has the mirror and the hammer, so he might go make a Death Mountain play instead. He hasn't gone up the mountain at all, unlike GFE. So, like, he could still get he can get the Paradox Cave, and that's always really tempting.
Yeah, going the long way around.
We're getting asked about Hookless Swamp. I don't think anybody wants to do Hookless Swamp.
That is potentially up to 4 items.
This will be the compass here for Killer App, so you'll see it's fitty and just keep going.
I remember as a kid playing this game for the first time, I was so confused about how to get to Village of Outcast because there's this mitts there, but I don't have mitts block, but I don't have the mitts.
Yeah. But look, there's a giant arrow that's pointed in the grass just past the pyramid, and now one can figure out the giant arrow that shows a hookshot target. Just get a refund.
Double your money.
Yeah, so well, GFE's missing the bombos. He's cutting a very efficient path through the rest of it. He's been just an extremely efficient route so far.
Yeah, I find it interesting that he's grabbed the purple chest right now.
I mean, all you gotta do is just mirror and then just loot yourself back to 3 when you're done.
Oh, right, yes. Thank you. There is that strat. Probably mirror right in front of Thieves Town, too. That's what people like to do when they're doing that strat.
Yeah.
Killer App also having a pretty straightforward time with those Master Sword spins on Viddy.
Yep. A little more health, but
I'm kind of surprised he's not using the bow now, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can kind of get it. You're a little afraid of running out of arrows. Of course, he's just...
Well, when you're down to the last couple of eyeballs and you
Yeah.
have 30 arrows.
Yeah. You can usually kind of pick up enough arrow pots throughout the rest of the world. That's a move down there near the thief. Just the little dude under the just usually under the bushes, just chilling there up on there.
Okay, so GFE will be getting his bombos shortly. And KillerApp will be getting his powder shortly.
Yeah. And that's our confirmation there. Tiara Screen Pendant. Ice Palace Eastern TR for Ped. That's... I mean, this is Boss Shuffle, so like we could always have like Hookshot or something on Ped, but it's probably not going to be nothing now. GFE skipped... GFE, you skipped C-shaped house.
He'll get back there.
Yeah, he didn't go to... He didn't go quite go...
Yeah, I'm surprised he did not do Waterfall, Fairy, and Zora.
He might... Did he do... I thought he did Catfish, right? Or he didn't do Catfish. So maybe he
has not
mirrors...
done Catfish.
He might mirror from Catfish then.
Yeah, so I would expect and hope that GFE does C-shaped house after Thieves.
Okay, so how many items exactly do we have in the front of Thieves Town to start off with? I know we have 2 dungeon items. Here's KillerApp getting his mitts.
Okay, perhaps mitts incoming.
This screen is just like a testament to this.
Okay, so we did have 2 items in the front of Thieves.
Okay.
And one could be on the boss that we need that hookshot for.
Yeah.
Or not hookshot, fire rod.
Yeah, so this... Because the big key chest was the compass, so this chest, which I think is the compass chest, was the big key. We're gonna get us play into the minor region now.
And Meyer is Bombos, so we could enter.
Yeah, so
And KillerApp does have the mirror, so he should be fine for getting some Mario here. Oh, we can't enter Meyer. We don't have books or a hookshot.
Right.
Oh, never mind.
I can go beat Meyer. I just hope KillerApp doesn't go into Meyer before Chicken get key. But he can probably beat Desert.
So it looks like GFE's strategy, he's gonna go clean across North Dark World and wind up at Catfish and then mirror and do the Zora area.
Probably.
And this is our first look at Desert on the KillerApp side.
Small key in the map chest.
Oh, I totally missed that Quake was in Skullwoods when KillerApp came through.
I think that was about the time we were looking to see what the boss of Eastern Palace for GFE was. I did not quite catch that. Boots were not in Desert, boots were in Meyer's Shed.
There's our third bottle, KillerApp second. Samaria does make checking the middle chest and skull woods a lot easier.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think both of them already did it.
No, GFE just
Oh,
did
yeah,
it
GFE
now.
did it. Yeah.
That's why I was commenting.
Yeah. Boots are really nice, though, for KillerApp. He's finally got something that GFE hasn't had for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see what... Oh, now GFE's checking Lumberjack because he hasn't done that yet.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see what he does after he does Catfish and Zora.
Well, let's see what our boss here for Desert is. Why have we not done Meyer shit on GFE side? GFE hadn't actually done any Village of Outcasts. Or anything like that.
There's the Zora money.
No, he just kind of went and did the denser play, Moogle.
Yeah, but basically, from Hype Cave, he's just making the full clockwise circle.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess he is just skipping Catfish altogether.
I mean, he can save there. It'd be better if he had boots to get to the cat.
Well, Catfish is junk, so if he never goes there, he'll save time.
Yeah. But he has to come up here anyway, because this will be his bombos, which he needs to get into Meyer.
Oh, Pat is saying he did do Catfish before Pod.
Oh, okay.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
So there's his bombos, which will be good because once he does Meyer Shed and gets the boots, I could see him going into Meyer.
Oh, yeah,
and just clearing it.
Yeah, I'll 100% go into Meyer. I'll probably go into Desert. It's 2 more dungeons he can beat. Also, Moogle, just for your reference, GFE's already beaten Castle Tower, so he's got a 5-minute time. 5 minutes of time locked in right there already.
Here's our first look at Checkerboard Cave.
Huh.
Last medallion, so we know we can get into TR when the time comes.
Now, I know GFE could possibly go up the mountain. I think you have to go to the Meyer region before going up the mountain.
Yeah. There you go, GFE, fluting 2-6.
Yeah.
And here's KillerApp Samaria incoming.
Yeah, I think KillerApp's going to have boots advantage, but only for about 10 minutes or so.
And KillerApp not interested in doing Meyer.
That's interesting. I mean, Meyer's only 2 items, and one of them's potentially on the boss. And so you have a lot of... He hasn't touched the mountain. You can go up into Hera. Like, we can't get any of the bosses you can't beat in Hera and Hera.
There's our red mail and bonk rocks.
Yeah, there's our... Oh.
KillerApp isolating Graveyard Ledge by checking King's Tomb here, but we know that Graveyard Ledge is junk. Oh!
Hey.
Vanilla Cape.
So it's even randomized. GFE's just gonna take this play and head straight to Ice Palace, looks like.
Well, with the bombos, he knows he can do it. It might not all be logical, depending on the key layout.
Yeah, we'll have to pay attention to where the small keys are, if they're on the right side. If there could be a hook shot lock, maybe, but... We've got Samaria and bombos. We'll just full clear it.
And now KillerApp's doing Meyer.
Oh, that's a fun opening room with Meyer. That's a fun Meyer, too.
Vanilla Compass in Ace Palace.
Well, there's a bug at the bottom of it, so we're going all the way down. I mean, right now the worst place for Fire Rod is... Oh, good. Oh, no, GFE. Your fire shield
got his shield eaten again. Watch Mirror Shield be, like, deep in Ice Palace, and then GFE just hates life.
I mean...
Okay, so that's one small key right side. And that is Blind in Meyer.
Well, the good thing is that's the map and the compass are ready and nice.
Okay, so Cold Stare is in logic.
Yeah.
Because we have Samaria and we know the big and one smaller left side.
And 50 minutes in, we finally have a stunning weapon in Atomizer.
Out of logic.
Yes, but we can stun things. I am 100%. Let's see, will GFE skip Ice-T here?
Yeah, it's 50-50 whether Ice-T or Mothula, I almost said Cold Stare, but Mothula has a small key.
Yeah. Could have skipped Cold. Could have skipped it.
So Cold... I keep wanting to say Cold Stare. Mothula...
Did you see that turtle?
Did it just run off the edge?
It ran off the edge and out, and it clipped through the wall.
When it runs off the edge, it really runs off the edge. Anyway, the boss of Ice Palace will have an item.
Yeah.
And that item will be in logic.
Yeah, is that our second item in Meyer? Just some bombs.
I think so.
Alright, so we're just looking for the big key now. Jeev is hurriedly looking for magic powder to get ready for his fire rod that he does not have. To not kill Cold Stare, but to go kill a moth.
Well, we know moths don't like flame.
Yeah, okay. This is Mothula not in his own room. He is trivially easy for the most part. Hey, sign card. Oh dear God, what is this left side fire?
Oh, is the big key vanilla? Probably.
It looks like it.
Well, I don't know if he's checked map just yet, has he?
I thought he did.
Okay.
Where is Sheefy going here? Oh, he's gonna go through the boots checks. So he'll get a cape and a meal upgrade out of this. So actually, some pretty decent safeties.
wonder if he'll do the mountain after this.
I think he'll probably end up. I think you got to go do pod and then probably Mire Desert. Like, there's no real reason.
Well, you can finish pod any time. It's one check. You just have to do it at some point.
I mean, yeah, it's one check, but it's an annoying check. If it's a fire rod or something, then you're kind of getting ready to just find your hookshot and get done with the seed. I think he's also probably trying to sequence in, like, trying to minimize, because he beat Castle Tower, trying to minimize, like, world changes.
Okay, so we're gonna do Desert and Mire.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
I think right now, like, the worst place for the fire would be the back of Thieves Town.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of our runners are going to look at it, and you could get it. It's a key, and
or maybe Hookshot in back of Thieves Town and Fire Rod in back of Swamp.
Something, yeah, that'd probably be the worst. Because you can get surprisingly far in Turtle Rock without a fire rod if the key layout is good.
It is possible that we don't need a fire rod for Turtle Rock if the key layout is just right, since Trinex isn't guaranteed to be the boss there.
Yeah. But you still have the two checks on the right side. So that's always the thing that you got to contend with.
Blind with sword beams, that's always nice.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. Well, I mean, I guess you have as your backup, but...
Especially with the goo up there, you don't want to go to the top of the screen if you can help it.
Yeah.
Or we just use Burna. Everyone likes a good Burna blind.
Gonna bust out Burna for phase 3 or the third round.
So that is the 4th dungeon for KillerApp.
Yeah, GFE is at 2, but he's also I'm sure he'll be at 4 pretty quickly because he's gonna go beat Desert after this.
And he has Agate Tower.
He has Agate Tower too. Take a look. Nice. Very, very nice Dark Central clip there for GFE.
Yeah, that's one of those, if you can't get it first try, it's probably just faster to have gone around, but that's like hindsight.
I think it like usually takes like that's actually probably closer, like I'm sure like I'm going to get for like
Okay, so I think Desert must be our other 5/6 because Hera just showed up as a regular crystal on KillerApp's map check.
All right. I think honestly, like it's probably like at least three attempts. That's probably your break-even point for that, because that's a very, very long. You have to run all the way down a double-length room and then all the way back up a double-length room. So this is our first look into the Tower of Hera.
And neither Argus nor Trinex can be here, so we know we can beat the boss.
Yeah. Not gonna...
KillerApp decides he doesn't want to finish it. Oh, okay.
I mean, you can get some nasty boss configurations. Like,
But
you can't get Argus or you can't get Trinix, but
like I could understand if the
or-
big key were vanilla and we didn't want to do coffee break.
yeah,
And
I guess
we're hoping to get the hook shot, but the big key was in map chest.
I guess maybe what he's hoping is he's going to do the rest of the Death Mountain, see if maybe he can pull Tempered or Silvers or a Fire Rod, maybe, because like Cold Stare, Vitreous, Helm of Sword, not always the best fights.
And hey, we didn't need Ether or Quake this whole seed.
And the worst part is that it's Atomizer, so no guarantee that you have a nice coherent enemy set for just ethering an entire room. So yeah, those not gonna pay out at all.
And we're gonna check the one bonkable chest in Hookshot Cave. For the hookshot, because that's how they call it, Hookshot Cave.
Kind of sitting Fire Rod now for go mode. Oh, GV gonna have fun here.
Why not have some fun, right?
How often do you get to do Samaria planned? And it'd actually be a pretty good way of taking care of this fight. GV's just gonna start taking the damage. He's got Burn to finish off the last phase.
Yeah, we're on the third phase already. It'll be fine.
There you go.
Well, PR does have a key and compass chest, so we can continue on.
Yeah. That's a really, really fun fire snake position right there. That's 3 dungeons down for GFE plus Agate Tower. Time for Desert.
Okay, here's Chomp's chest, which is also a small key, so we can continue. Now the big key would need to be vanilla for us to continue past that, though I guess we get Mimic Cave regardless.
Yeah.
Well, we know we won't be seeing Pyramid Fairy in this seed.
Yeah, because it's going to be on Fire Rod, and that's our going to mode.
And that's a small key, so Mimic Cave, and then we're out of here. KillerApp looking a little bit lost.
Yeah, so it looks like GFE. So GFE's
oh, KillerApp not going to Mimic Cave. That's an interesting decision. Did he forget that it's available?
That would also be a really bad Fire Rod location.
Yeah, I feel like you're that far in, you don't want to risk Fire Rod being there by not checking it. Hey, there's Half Magic and Super Bunny. With all the medallion use, Half Magic is certainly nice.
Spiral Cave time?
Or maybe Fire Rod's been sitting in Spike Cave this whole time.
Yeah.
Thank you for the raid, alley-oops. Hammer Cold Stare fight from GFE there.
Yep. First, he checks the paradox, nothing. Yeah, GFE was actually taking a bit of a risk there. He didn't go and check the big key chest to go see if it was the big chest, to see if it was the map or the compass, so he wasn't going to be 100% sure if he could beat this boss, but I think he just decided to just roll on it. There's our last bottle.
Yay. So nothing of interest in Paradox Cave.
GFE, there were bombs on the torch, and there was a bottle on right side. You got everything. He just realized. He got and then I think, yeah, this is going to be the plan to...
So yeah, now he's going to finish up Pod, which will maybe put him ahead on the dungeon count. I guess it depends whether KillerApp is going to do...
I mean, he's... I mean, GFE's now up to 4. They're both going to be tied. At 5 at the very least, and GFE's also nice.
Right,
so,
and GFE will still be up by Aga.
Yeah. And he's done Smith Chain, he's done all the mirror checks, like...
Oh, right, KillerApp now has the hookshot so he can Harapot. I guess he was just hoping to find the hookshot in Harapot, even though, what does it say, maybe 15 seconds?
Thank you. No, he's... I don't think... We'll have to ask him about that, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be... He was probably looking to make something to make this boss probably suck less. Because this boss can suck a lot, depending on what it is. We can beat him, but...
Viddy.
It's Viddy. Like, he can beat Vitreous, but Vitreous is kind of, like, an interesting boss in this arena because, obviously, like, he doesn't have the poison on the floors to damage you, but you have so little movement that isn't being able to get knocked down. It could be really tricky. He's going to make some use of half magic in the cave, though. This will probably be pretty decent. There's a strategy, unfortunately, that, like, before Fast ROM, this was actually one of the best strategies for Viddy, because it was...
Again, with your magic draining, I don't know why he's not just going for the bow to finish off the last couple of small eyeballs, but... GFE, like KillerApp before him, bomboses all those red guards. Ooh, the book. So you definitely check Ether here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this will be, after this is KillerApp sending over to Swamp or Ice. Maybe check Swampos after Swamp. Pretty sure you can make use of the fact that there are spikes in this room. With Cold Stare.
I was wondering whether the spikes would damage Cold Stare in here.
Because Cold
it
Stare,
looks like they do.
Yeah, Cold Stare is not immune to Tier 4 damage.
Yeah, clearly by how those last two puffs went down, these spikes damaged him. Or it, or them. Spike Cave just a piece apart.
He took the hookshot, he did the rest of the hookshot cave, and then went into TR.
So, GFT will do all these checks that we just saw from KillerApp. He'll get the book and the hookshot. Maybe he'll do Mimic Cave. Obviously, if Mimic Cave is the Fire Rod, that's really bad for KillerApp.
Yeah. I don't think GFE's going to go into TR, if I'm entirely honest. he's gonna have the hook shot, and that's a clearable crystal. I say that, and I'm also gonna point out that this is of course AD, but GFE not even gonna find out that the big key isn't in the basement. Doesn't even want to be bothered with allowing that to enter into his thought processes.
Okay, he's going to do Spiral and Paradox before he thinks about TR.
Yeah.
Won't get him anything, but...
He's obviously trying to maximize his value of finding a hook shot before doing Dark World.
Wow, that was a quick traversal of Spiral Cave.
Ice making clip.
I feel like chances are the Fire Rod is just here in Swamp.
It's pretty decent chances. I mean, we're running out of spots. We know it can't be. Or GV's done so much of the overworld, and like we know it's not in Pyramid Fairy, and it could still be in the rest of TR. Not TR, but Mimic Cave, but
yeah, Mimic Cave. Can't get at the rest of TR without the Fire Rod.
So like, there's a decent chance it could be in Swamp. If it's not that, then it's like Thieves, 2 items in Thieves Town, 1 item in the TR region, and we're starting to get down to a single hand's worth of checks.
And the Hera small key was locking itself, so it's definitely not Hera basement.
See how far GFE. He doesn't have the hook shot yet. So, like, I could see him pushing into TR. But if you get the hook shot, I don't think you'd want to go to TR at all.
Well, we'll see what he does. He's about to get the hook shot.
Yeah.
But first, half magic.
I am surprised. I mean, I guess the fact that you kind of want to find the compass. Oh, there it is.
Oh. Left side swamp, of course.
Yep. That is gun mode for KillerApp in 112.13. I think GFE is not going to be very far behind him.
If GFE immediately goes to swamp after this.
I mean, Swamp's a clearable crystal. That's the problem. It's so much better than TR. Like, the only thing that might stop you is if you get a Trinex in the back, but at this point, you can beat 9 out of 10 bosses. You're gonna go take a look at. He's gonna go beat Hera, and then he'll probably go to Swamp because.
Yeah, if he's going to Hera now, he'll then do Ether and Spike Cave since he's in the area.
Oh, that's some fun mimics right there. Yeah, KillerApp's not even going to check. He knows he can kill any of the bosses now. GV's going to do the spin speed setup for that. Makes sense. Probably the better setup for Randomizer anyway, even if there weren't any flying enemies. Whereas I think both of our runners right now, KillerApp and Delivery at least is... Oh good, it's our 3rd Vitreous.
Yeah! Chaos Boss Shuffle tends to cluster certain bosses.
Yeah.
We've had 2 Cold Stares as well.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm not 100% sure, like, how the ball
Again,
shuffle
KillerApp
algorithm works.
very averse to using the bow on the smaller eyeballs.
GFE, we'll see. GFE was just out of position for the arrows there.
Yeah. And nearly simultaneous vitreous kills.
I think especially with, like, the book. Like, you just want to, like, take the book, go to swamp, dip into bombos after your swamp's over, and then push the rest of the seed.
So that's 6 dungeons each, but GFE is still up by AGA 1.
Yeah. Of course, that being said, the fire run's on left side swamp, so...
Yeah, he's going to spend a while in swamp.
I mean, it's a 2-item left side, though, so it's pretty...
Yeah, so even if he rushes
valuable.
the boss, he should go back into left side.
Yeah. Alright, time to go beat Beast down and still what's for KillerApp. So KillerApp's not going to end up doing, probably, he's absolutely 100% not checking iced tea, so that'll be a little bit of time save for him over GFE's route. But we'll have to see what else he'll do.
Well, it's interesting, if he's go-moding ice, he will need to spend a bit of extra time hitting the switch.
True, because he's not going to be able to grab the big keys further down in the dungeon, but still. Yeah, here comes... That is...
And yeah, that you were saying about that save and quit to Pyramid being a bit annoying. If he hadn't beaten AGA 1, he could have saved and quit directly to Link's house.
Yeah. That's a fun Trinex right there. Trinex apparently has gotten Windows installed.
Yeah,
we'll
that's quite a shell.
See if this improves his odds here. GFE's going right for bombos first. That's fine.
Makes sense. On the off chance fire rods here, you can just go mode swamp.
Yeah, or it's a sword. You're happy.
Yeah, we're still at fighters. Not sword.
Yeah.
For both players.
I mean, there's a pretty good chance we're going to find the sword or silvers in GT, but yeah, the entire possibility of Master Sword Silverless Ganon is unfortunately still on the table.
We still haven't seen one item in Skullwoods.
True. But if that's Bridge Chest, they're not checking Bridge Chest.
Yeah. So we know. We've only seen 2 small keys. I think Bridge Chest has to be the 3rd small key.
I know that the big key chest was...
Or else the big key locking the 3rd small key in the big chest.
Yeah. We'll see how GFE's going to handle this. Like, he needs to go left side this trip into swamp. Otherwise, I'm not sure he's going to... That'll be enough for KillerApp to kind of slingshot him.
Yeah. And I think... if GFE does left side while he's here, even if it's after the boss, I'd say he still has a bit of a lead. If...
Yeah.
For some reason, he completely bails on left side, KillerApp definitely has a lead.
He's going south, which ended... he's still in Compass Room first. Like, if you like to do, like, the full left side first route, usually you'd see Compass Room last.
Yeah.
So this could be boss first.
But he now sees that, okay, there's something guaranteed on left side, but he is rushing the boss.
Yeah. Like, one, like, if you're 2 items from go mode, I'd say you want to do left side swamp for left side first. 1 item from go mode, like rushing the boss, obviously makes a lot more sense. It's just that we know that the 1 item that he needs is on left side. He'll see that it's a 2 item left side when he finds the compass and waterfall room. But
was the big key locking itself?
I believe the big key is locking itself. Yeah, so he doesn't know. Now he knows it's another freaking Vitreous. Meanwhile, it was Lambdala's over in Mothula's room. That's what we missed. But I imagine GFE has to go back in after this, because... Yeah, so that's 7 dungeons down for KillerApp.
And again, like... a little bit surprised, again, that GFE didn't just switch to bow when the 2 eyeballs remaining were 1 on either side. Oh no, there's the big key. So okay. GFE knows there are 3 items still in Swamp. He's definitely going back in.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if this is a sword or a bow in Big Chest. Because
yeah, that could be.
Not going to be.
That could be a decided advantage if it is one of those.
That's depending on what that is, and kind of like obviously like we don't know what GT is going to hold, but we're. 1 sword is still like a good 2-minute time save right now for Ganon.
And even on Trinex, it's a lot nicer to be able to use the sword than a hammer.
Yeah. And if there's a sword in Swamp, then I'm sure there's going to be people with memes.
Don't they say there's always a sword in Swamp?
Yes, they do, and they're frequently wrong. But also annoyingly frequently right. There's Uncle Bombs in Swamp. And a fire rod. GFE's not going to bother setting up our diver down, just going to go around to do this. Randomizer, diver down is always kind of a risky play.
Yeah. And hey, thanks to Specky Clip, you have the key already, so...
Yeah. You don't need the key anymore, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this will be GFE's go mode probably about 10 minutes after KillerApp, which isn't too bad all in all. Ooh, KillerApp getting kind of bodied, but we're on red mail, so you can't face tank some damage. Oh, there's a wall master on the super tile for the boss key chest. Oh, that's...
I guess GFE just did it quickly enough that we didn't notice.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could have seen it in the room. You saw it in the room, the previous room, but yeah, no, that's definitely a thing. All right.
Zaf, the creator of this mode, has just rated us, so we can ask him, why is this an AD mode?
Because everybody loves Randomizer, and more Randomizer is more fun, obviously. KillerApp forgot the small key under the...
Yeah, even if you're go moding, you still need to manage your small keys.
I'm surprised GFE's doing Skullwoods first instead of Thieves with Mitts. I'm also going to be... Yeah, I'm surprised. KillerApp is completely go moding I see he's not even going to go bother checking big key, big chest. Not that it was anything, but still, a sword or silvers is really, really appreciated at this stage of the game. Apparently, Zafikel is claiming to be Shigeru Miyamoto. Or
I mean,
Robin
you
Williams'
didn't.
daughter.
Have
I
you
do not
ever
know.
seen them in the same room at the same time?
No. That is 8 dungeons down. Sorry, 9 dungeons down for KillerApp. GFE has roasted some worms, and he's down to 8 dungeons down, plus now only has to do Thieves Town.
Yeah, and an Enemizer rushing the boss in Thieves Town is pretty quick.
Yeah. So GFE, so KillerApp also has a little bit of time into TR. Having grabbed the first few checks, but
the interesting thing is small key placement.
he didn't do right side though, so that's gonna have to get done.
That we know that lava chest is a key for a key. So it's possible that GFE gets 3%ed if the last small key is in big chest. Whereas KillerApp has already done lava chest, so he has to do big chest to be safe.
I'm actually really interested. Gamachu is in chat, and I'm actually interested because I was looking at Gamma's team roster, and I was actually kind of surprised that Fear Agent isn't on it. I know Fear's.
Well, Fear's with GGW this time, and yeah. We know Gamma and GGW can't be on the same team.
That's too much.
It's not like they do a co-op journey together or anything. Oh, there's our Tempered Sword. Right next to the TR Big Key.
Nice.
So GFE will definitely get that as well.
3 hammerheads and Trinex is down. So, yeah, kind of sitting on the balance right now. GFE's probably not too far behind. Is probably a minute or so ahead, so it's kind of yeah. Only nice also commentary from Gamachu.
The size of KillerApp's lead in TR is less than the amount of time it takes to do Aga Tower.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to take another minute or so to get up into Turtle Rock, but
and GT Basement could make a difference if they routed differently.
Yeah, but GFE will have the Turtle Rock Big Key before going down into the middle of TR. So I can't imagine like he's going to try to get himself 3%ed. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, okay. So even if he does, he's in the clear. This is like watching one of those horrible co-op race, except not a co-op race. And you're just watching all the disaster scenarios just like completely get negated.
And the last small key is on Laser Bridge, because of course it's on Laser Bridge.
Yeah. Maybe silvers are on Laser Bridge, so we can have a faster Ganon fight. Oh, good. We've replaced some of the fire bars with chain chops. And there's still one vanilla fire bar.
Time to get our hoedown on.
God. It's corn dilly time. I know it's not corn. I know it's not corn dealing SMRPG, but that's what this song is to me forever because of Grand Food World. Oh, it's another cold stare.
As I was saying about Chaos Boss Shuffle repeating a lot of bosses over and over again.
Are you ready for 2 more Vitreouses?
Hey, maybe 2 more cold stares, you never know. I think we should check Green Pendant and turn in just to be safe.
GFE's ready to just skip and go steal the Poke Key and then, well, it's not a Poke this time around, but go steal the Poke Key and skip Lava Joust.
Also, at 14 hearts red mail, you just tank hits left and right.
Yeah. KillerApp is like... KillerApp's at 12 hearts, which isn't too bad either. He missed a couple on ice that GFE grabbed.
Yeah, like
also missed a
Bombos
bug
was a
net.
hard container, I think.
He also missed a bug net, which also kind of sucks, but you also have red mail, so...
If you're having a bit of trouble stealing that key.
So, crystals went up in 133.40.
Oh, there's our butter sword. Right on the torch.
Not missing that unless GFE goes full right side. And it's in compass room. I am kind of surprised we're seeing DM strats. That's fair. That's probably the... Honestly, this is probably the best route to do boss shuffle GT. Just put off doing, you know, Ice Armos until the very end. Because you don't want Ice Armor, you don't want Ice Trinex. We have Gold Sword, we still don't want Ice Trinex.
At least with Chaos bosses, there isn't some, like, unusually high waiting for Ice Trinex.
No. At least, like, we were nice enough to have a required Trinex much earlier in this seed, so it's not like we get to have everybody's favorite moment in boss shuffle. Oh god, we have to go find the Erase Rod after all. Yeah, GFE's just bucking it.
Oh yeah, probably finished TR about 2.5 minutes after KillerApp.
Yeah.
And the big key is not on right side.
If he's just doing sword beam strats just because he can.
Why not? And
He has
again, taking advantage of those spikes.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has half magic, bombos, and tempered sword, and he's still doing sword beam strats. But yeah, that is all the dungeons down for GFE as well. Now we'll take a look. So right now we've got about a 3-minute difference. It'll be a little over 3 minutes. Looks like. But GFE's done Aga Tower, and Aga Tower takes more than 3 minutes.
Yeah. It's 3 blue balls, so not a horribly long Aga, but not a short Aga either.
Yeah. So yeah. 3 minutes, 4 seconds time difference between crystals going up for TT F3. Yeah, killer FDM strat.
Maybe GFE does Rando Rush.
I swear to freaking God, that's Rando Rush. Oh, there we go. There
GFE's
we
gonna
go.
be so happy.
There we go, GFE. You're not escaping Mirror Shield this seed. He tried his hardest.
Is Homewrecker in this tournament? Where is he when you need a Mirror Shield?
I think Homewrecker is in this tournament, I'm not sure. I know Ed and AFGR and Eisen.
Or maybe GFE goes full clown and goes full right.
You don't go full right in. Hey, there we go, our first small tournament.
Yay! Finally, a nice simple boss. I guess Mothula was pretty simple.
Yeah. Alright.
Actually, watch the big key be in tile room for all that. Okay, 21 checks.
Yeah. Now the question is, where's Silver's at? We're not going to check anything on the climb. We've got Gold Sword.
Well, we're climbing with one small, so we will need to beat whatever enemy is in Mini Helma room, so...
Yeah.
Might check a chest in there while we're up that way. Hi, Homewrecker! I hope you like that Mirror Shield.
Yeah. Look, we managed to get... GFE had 2 shields eaten today. He's unfortunately not going to be able to escape the third. Because it's the Mirror Shield and there are no more Snaggets. Well, there might be Snaggets upstairs, but it's not going to matter. We did get to skip Hera Basement. It's a moral victory.
You couldn't do Hera Basement if you wanted to.
Moral victory. It's a moral victory. Look. Ped was Ped checked yet. Could Silvers be on Ped? Silvers could be on Ped.
You have chosen the Archer class.
KillerApp down to 1 heart on red mail, but he still had 2 Plugo potions, so he's burned 1 of them.
But only 15 hearts. How will you survive the rest of the gauntlet?
I don't know. Apparently by nuking everything.
More bombos.
You know...
Can't remember the last time I saw a seed where both runners used bombos this many times.
If they did, it was
Yeah, you were right. It would... Okay, you know what this means. Moldorm 2 platform has our 4th cold stare, right?
Probably. Oh boy. Silvers could be on pedestal, neither runner check pedestal, because they had no reason to. They both had fire rod as their go mode. And by the time they could get around to checking pedestal, they had got on the fire rod.
And the stick and twine sleeps again. Forever. GFE nicely getting the big key in 20 rather than 21.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm thinking in my head, I know the song, And I know it's not called when the bullet hits the bone.
Yeah, no, that's just the refrain, so that's what sticks in my
Yeah.
head. But yeah, Twilight Zone.
Yeah, by ALttPR. Yeah, that's a really good song.
Oh, Vanilla Helmas.
Our second vanilla. I think this might be our actual second vanilla room this seed.
And as discussed, we did need that small key.
Yep. I did not get a good count.
GFE making the climb with 2 smalls, though, so he will not need to do that.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm not sure what GFE did that KillerApp didn't do. Because I thought KillerApp grabbed the small key behind Compass Room.
Okay, so he did do that.
How
I
good
thought
we
he
got
had.
5 Idrises.
Damn it! Why couldn't this have been Cold Stare just to even things out?
You know what? You know what this mode really needed? I had another heart container. You know, maybe the next when we're workshopping this mode for next year. We got a rupee bow in.
How about an Oops All Eyes mode where all bosses are vitreous?
Well, vitreous are Argus.
Well, those are puffs, not eyes.
I mean, yes.
I mean, you could have an 8-eyed Moldorm, and that's almost as many eyes as in a vitreous fight.
I mean, the problem is like Argus comes. They brought Argus back from Majora's Mask, and it's nothing but eyes. It just for whatever reason, it's like one of those things where like they brought a boss back, but his English name is different than the English name in the previous appearance because he's Vork in Majora's Mask.
I did not know that.
He's a gigantic jellyfish of eyes again. And it's I mean, I know where they got the name from. It's a Celtic, like a Celtic monster that's nothing but eyes. And the only reason I know that is because of freaking La Milana, because Argus is... There's a monster giant that sits in the outskirts of the village that the game's in, called Argus. Oh, God! Oh, that's horrible for KillerApp.
Well, I guess that'll save GFE a bit of time.
But, yeah, that's...
Even on this Viddy fight here, it'll save him some time.
Yeah, like, we have 5 Vitreuses. Oh, okay, GFE's just gonna go for...
Well, Butter Sword, you know.
Probably does save 5.
Save your silvers in case you miss on Ganon. Gotta have 16 silvers for Ganon to be safe.
Yeah. Alright. But GFE will definitely be taking the Aga 2 fight well before KillerApp's in the Aga 1 fight.
And he also didn't grab his 18th heart out of Validation Chest.
I'm being told no. I've been told no, that we cannot have a rupee bow for Boss Shuffle.
Was that a triple? Sounded like a triple.
I think so, and he didn't get any on the second.
He got 1. But it'll be a 4 cycle, same as KillerApp had.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I guess it was just a double. Or maybe he didn't get any on the second cycle.
Yeah, it didn't look like it looked like he got knocked away, and yeah, it's not the one shot that he was able to grab astray, but
Honestly, I think this is enough of a lead for GFE. There's some chance that he could even still win with the Ganon Fall, though I'm sure he doesn't want the Ganon Fall.
yeah. I mean, there's a chance he's gonna be done with the Ganon fight before KillerApp is done with Aga. Depending on how bad the teleports in phase 3 are.
So, with the way this tournament works, assuming GFE wins, KillerApp is out of the tournament unless his teammates can hang on and be one of the 2 teams to advance out of brackets.
Yeah. Yeah. GFE will be eligible to play next week in the mode. And somehow this ends up being Animizer again for GFE. I don't know what you people are doing with your bans. But yeah. 2 silvers. Don't even have to bother doing torch glitch because you've got silvers.
Get your GG's in. And GFE finishes with an official race time of 1:44.28.
Yeah. Really, really good time for this seed. Is it for an 80 seed?
He says he needs a moment before coming in for the interview, which I don't blame him for.
It's almost been about 2 hours. It's been about 2 hours. Yeah, take a couple minutes to get yourself settled. Yeah, no, it was a really tight race at the end. Like, KillerApp took some unfortunate deaths in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, some of his routing didn't quite pay out, but we're being joined by GFE. GG's GFE. Congratulations.
Thanks for the GGs.
Yeah, I think the
I don't have
early
the
game
speed pulled up,
overworld.
but I'm going to
probably
guess
wound
the
up-
mitts.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, what did you say?
Give him a problem.
No, not particularly.
Nah,
Okay.
nah, really, like KillerApp kind of like he did the Lost Woods checks and then he saved quit out of Lost Woods because he wanted the lumberjack and then did not see the fish. Avoided going to Kakariko for a little bit, and then unfortunately, like, none of that really paid out too well because he went up to check Uncle next. He got the Moon Pearl and then died to the Lionel. Never checked the chest. Then he went to check Saha and got nailed by the roller before he could get inside of it.
Yeah.
So I guess the mitts were a problem for him, but not probably in the way you were expecting.
Well, I mean,
if anything, it meant that he started at CAC Portal and circled around because he couldn't come in from the bottom because he didn't have the mitts. So he got the flippers and had bombos before he hit pod, so he was able to one-shot pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though he did take a death in there too and had... Well, not a death. No, he got wall-mastered in the Dark Maze.
Oh, yeah. That was in there. That could have been rough for sure. As a fellow proponent of the CAC skip, I'm glad I didn't do it today. Like, I feel like when I make that choice, I come later and there's either boots or flute in CAC.
And here's Gavin exploded, by the way, so get your GGs in for KillerApp. Gonna be a little over a 2-minute difference.
Yeah.
And GG's. That's a good race. Out of curiosity, had he done Aga earlier, or did he save it to the end?
He saved it to the end.
He saved it.
I guess that made
well, he's in here,
a little
so
more interesting.
GG, and you can compare notes.
GG's.
Hey, GG's.
Yeah. I
guess the other thing was GFE. You weren't tempted into TR the first time you were up on Dark Death Mountain.
I was tempted, but when I got that hook shot, I don't know. Where I had not cleared Harry yet, and I knew there was an item there.
Yeah,
I chose to go with that instead of the TR dip. And once you go back to Hera, you're not going back over there for TR when all the swamp's available.
Yeah, the seed wasn't too bad. I just felt way behind at that point because of the 2 overworld deaths and made things worse getting caught in Ice Palace by the hand.
So did you do the TR dip then? Yeah. And did you go as far as it allowed?
Yeah, I got to the middle chest. It was a small key. I was like, it's not going to be in whatchamacallit, so I just left.
Okay, you ditched Mimic Cave at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I came back for that as my last dungeon and saw big key and a sword on right side, I was like, oh man, I'm glad I didn't dip because there's going to be 2 small keys. So yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah. I think one of the things that thankfully didn't really end up panning out as like a race changer was GFE. When you got the flute, you kind of just immediately dipped over to desert, found Samaria almost immediately, and then but like that didn't really end up turning too much, because by the time you got back over to the Mire, like any place where you really needed Samaria, like you had the mirror and the KillerApp on and grabbed it when he went to go check the Mire region.
Yeah,
Honestly,
KillerApp actually got boots first.
Yeah, one of the things that
About
felt
10
bad
minutes
for me
before.
was like I knew I could flute and do Mire Shed with my mitts, but I decided to delay that, and it would have been real nice to have boots for my like Hype Cave up to Skullwoods route.
Yeah, I mean, I think Moogle was in chat asking why you hadn't done Mire shit at that point, or like,
I mean,
at the same time, you hadn't done
really have
anything else in Dark World.
I should have. But...
I mean, you haven't done anything else in Dark World, so it's understandable that you kind of went for the massive density instead of just the quick couple hitters. But
we were also discussing that you would make KillerApp's teammate Lana Bean proud with getting multiple shields eaten.
Hey,
and then you got mirror
I
shield
tried, and then GT would not allow me to not have a shield. I purposely had to route the slow way in Aga Tower around the Circle of Bots room just to avoid getting the shield back.
Yes, we saw that, and then it came back, and then it went away again, and unfortunately it just came back again.
Yeah, at least it matched my sword in the end.
Yeah, and unfortunately, KillerApp, the silvers ended up being the upper left chest.
I figured, yeah. I just went to the.
You got the Halmasaur, and then
I don't think it would have mattered anyway.
No,
there was so little left. I've actually specifically lost a close race because I think it was the lane. There was still a decent amount of the world open, and I decided who checks right side mini Helma. And so I skipped that, checked the other three, and ended up losing by like 30 seconds because he got silvers in right side mini Helma. So that's why I actually checked that, because I've lost to that before.
Yeah, but I think
it wasn't the difference here.
No, but it was like, I mean, what was the chance you were going to get a 5th Vitreous in this seed?
Yeah, I mean, right? I didn't even use the silvers until
every single Chaos boss shuffle I play, it's one boss multiple times, like 5 or 6 times at least. It's silly.
Yeah, I think this seed was giving us a cold stare with a whole lot of eyes. Because it was basically cold stare and Vidi. I mean, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And a single Mothul and Boulder just kind of like sitting in the bottom, frozen, waiting for you to kill them.
And the one Trinex that I very nearly went to GT without killing.
We were actually wondering about that, because we were like, why is he going to Skullwoods before?
I'm pretty sure it's not more efficient to do Skullwoods.
Before Thieves Town.
Glad I looked back at my tracker on that one.
Yeah.
I was just ready for it to be Fire Rod and back at Thieves, and I was going to feel real bad.
We were wondering about that spot for a while, because that was kind of like the really, really bad spot of the Navy Mimic Cave, where that Fire Rod could have ended up, but it just ended up being on left side swamp.
I nearly clowned, like where I had mirror before doing Hype Cave. Well, no, I didn't have flips at that point. But I nearly decided to clown and do Bookless Swamp, which would have been interesting in this seed. Don't really know how that changes everything if you get that Fire Rod there.
I mean, I think it means you're in go mode once you
get hooked.
Dark Death Mountain, yeah.
Hook's still pretty late. I mean, I could have gone up to Death
make
Mountain.
the Cold Stare fights hell a lot easier.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I played them way too safe. They were so slow fights.
Yeah,
My one that should have been the fastest, honestly, felt the most annoying. Pod, where you have the spikes to help. The puffs just
Yeah,
did
at that
not
point, I
cooperate.
was slow too. I only had 6 or 7 hearts when I did pod.
Oh, see, I didn't have bombos at the time I went there, so I had to come back later.
We did enjoy the blind strats from GFE.
It was not well done.
I know, but on the same time, the kicking the Samaria block up strats.
If I'd had more magic, I would have just gone up and done Burner.
Yeah.
Crazy how much of that seed was in the overworld, except for like the mirror and the fire rod.
Yeah, I mean, like you started,
Yeah,
you
that's
started,
very
and you had
true,
like,
actually.
what was Lamp was in Lost Woods, Flute was sitting in Keck, Glove was not far behind, Hammer was down in like what, Hammer.
Yeah, it was the flooded item, and then mitts were Magic Bat, Samaria, and Agina. Bombos on Zora Ledge.
I might have had mitts early, but I died to the ding roller. It didn't spawn until I jumped down to go into Saha's
Oh,
hut.
yeah.
Yeah,
I did
killed me.
Eastern first.
yeah.
I mean, it would have killed you if you tried to come out anyway. Because it spawns on your face when you come out of Saha.
Well, at least I had the items in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's rude.
Yeah, unfortunately, and I think unfortunately, like KillerApp, like one of the earlier bits of the divergence, and I think we were talking with this with GFE when he came in as like, so he did Keck like the first trip down after Lost Woods, and unfortunately, like he got the Enemizer Dream, the fish sitting right next to the entrance to Kakariko Village.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd
So-
seen it when I was walking into Lost
Yeah,
Woods.
I did Houlihan, so.
Yeah. So he was pretty well set up for resources. Yeah, no, that was a really fun race. I still
mean,
can't
yeah,
believe the Chicken
it's
Hut
cool.
Chicken Red rolled completely vanilla.
Yeah, like this. I wish this was the Doors version Enemizer. Just it rolls a lot more interesting. Because Chicken Hut's pretty lame when it's 50% of the time just chickens.
Oh yeah, did we discuss your early Aga play? Hello?
I think JF dropped.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
we lost him.
Okay.
Yeah. Well. Oh well.
Probably bedtime.
Yeah, it's about my bedtime too.
Sounds like that's my cue. Oh, no, wait, he's looking back. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Ah, there he is.
I have no idea what happened. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You were running away because I was going to ask you about your early Aga play.
I mean, I was saving Hyrule Castle for last because I just wanted to route that into Aga. Shout outs to doing Dark Cross for the key first, to be honest. I've been playing too much Key Sanity. And I knew Dark Cross was the faster Death Warp, probably. So that's why I did that. And then I just, go ahead, do Aga to the route to Pyramid. Made sense. Back to that fish. This is just, I doubt anyone noticed this, but I don't know what kind of hitbox the vendor has, but when I threw my fish, it just stayed on top of me. It did not.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
I hit some kind of imaginary hitbox.
Yeah. That was interesting. Not really sure what exactly happened there.
A link to the past. That's all I know. That's all I know to say. Well, I'm gonna get ready to head off for the night, guys. Let me say again, GG's to KillerApp. shout outs to my boys, P-Train, Moogle, and Julo. I pulled out the win here. I knew this would be a tough match coming into it, but I'm glad to know that our team's going to at least survive to the next round. But I expect them to get at least a couple more wins, if not all 3. That'd be awesome.
I haven't seen the matchups. Who are they each facing?
I mean, none of them. There's not a lot of free matchups, to be honest. I wasn't sure who all would sign up for this, but I know they can pull it out. So
Yeah.
it'd be nice to go to the next round unscathed.
I think we had a couple questions from chat on exactly what voodoo you did, so that you could have gotten Animizer. Specifically, you, GFE, got Animizer.
You want to know the voodoo? Just veto spoiler. Veto spoiler. That's the only rule. You should always veto spoiler.
You could veto spoiler, but then you could end up like poor Zeruvian's team and have 3 people with swordless.
Hey, I would accept that.
Swordless is fun.
Yeah, exactly. My teammate would not agree, but.
Anyways, thanks for the restream, guys. Appreciate it, and good luck the rest of the tournament, GFE, or your team.
Yeah, good luck to you also.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe in the next round anyway, so you can just sit back, relax, cheer on team, and maybe they'll pull you back in the next round.
Yep. Have a good night, guys.
Good night. Okay, Tom, I think you can come in now.
All right. So thank you to Killer Agent and GFE for giving us a great race to watch. Thank you to Toffile and Drosy for coming. Thank you to everyone who came out to watch, because having people come out to watch is what makes these things great. On top of them being awesome in general, makes them that much better. I don't know how to say that without sounding ridiculous, but sure, why not? Let's go with that. I'm going to send everyone over to the Otters, and we're going to get out of here. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.